Good evening. Hey, how's it going? Want to talk to you all tonight about how to, make your car go faster. So in this case, I have a 2023 Subaru WRX, and I know that we all know the wonderful mods like coilovers and things that make it look prettier, but one of the most advantageous mods that you can do to your car is tuning it. So tonight, I'm going to walk you through the process of installing the cobb access port with a stage 1 tune, which should gain about 50 or so horsepower to the wheels based off the dyno charts, and should put us just under 300 horsepower. So substantially faster, and a super common mod that lots of people in the community do, especially folks who use their cars for more performance events such as autocrosses, track days, things of that nature. Following the instructions is super important, and the following video is going to talk about all the ways that you properly install the cobb access port for the first time, which will include marrying the cobb access port to the car itself, and then performing the tune and all the little bits and bobbles that go along with that.
Let's go ahead and get started. First thing we're going to do is we're going to walk towards the front of the vehicle. Go ahead and make sure that our battery charger is in place, because the battery charger is one of the most important steps here. Any type of voltage gain or loss throughout this process can cause an error, which can in turn brick your ECM. So here I am getting in the vehicle, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to plug in the cobb access port. So once I get the cable attached to the access port, I'm going to take the other end of that cable and I'm going to install that into the OBD2 port underneath the dash, just above the clutch pedal. Now, the next step, which is also important, you want to make sure everything is off. Turn off your heated seats, turn off the HVAC, and then you're going to want to make sure that the screen is completely off. Not just blacked out, not just muted, but entirely off. You also want to make sure that any other onboard things that you might have, dash cam, anything like that is also unplugged. And then we're going to acquire the cobb access port. We're going to click continue. Well, we're going to take another look at the battery charger. Again, it's very important. I'll explain why in a follow-up video. But anyway, so we've got our cobb access port, and we're going to click continue. And look, hey, install. This is what you'll see the first time you go to hook it to the car. If there's something there, it means something else is going on. So now we're going to confirm that our vehicle matches, which is a 2023 US domestic market WRX with a manual transmission. You can see a little flappy stick there. And we're going to select stage 1. So the only thing I have on my car is a Perrin cold air intake, which was actually designed to work on a stage 1 tune from Cobb. If you have a different cold air intake, or if you have other mods, don't use the off-the-shelf tune. It can be problematic. Don't use the stage 2 tune unless you actually have the parts that Cobb lists. Now, if you have factory airbox, factory exhaust, factory everything, you're good to go with the stage 1. Also, make sure you pick your octane, and remember the octane you choose, because that will be the gas that you put in for the rest of the time under this tune. Now, also, make sure that there's not any other tuning programs, anything like that on the ECM. If there are, it can cause some pretty serious problems, and they're not going to be warranty problems. Which, just a reminder, you may be voiding part of your factory warranty. But that's okay. So, right here, plain as day on the cob, it says a 10 amp car battery charger is recommended. Please turn off headlights and all accessories, everything like that, and make sure that the voltage maintains a certain range. So, we're going to go up front, and we're going to turn on our battery charger. Nice little Blue Point battery charger here. You can have anything. As long as it's 10 amp, follows the protocol. Make sure that also that you have it sit on voltage, not on percentage. Percentage is not what matters here. The only thing that matters is their voltage. Click start to charge it, and let's go back to the access port. So we are satisfied with that. We're going to click continue. And then we're going to wait. Now, this is the most boring process because all we're doing is we're waiting to confirm our connection. It's going to first copy your factory tune, the one that comes from Subaru, and then we are going to add the new ones. So now's a great time during this process to go grab a drink, go, I don't know, watch some TV. The first time you do this, it could take 20, 30 minutes. It could take 5 or 10. There's not really a set time. Cobb doesn't say that there's a set time either. But we can see we have a percentage bar that is moving. And yeah, we're going to let it sit there for a little bit and we're going to come back. So, we have come back. It has done all of the things. It made it through to 100%. And now we're going to click continue and we get to this screen. And we're going to just simply continue following the instructions. Now, what we want to do here is we want to turn the car off. So we've turned the car off and we're going to leave it off. Currently, it is finishing the initial flash, which again, this is the longest process. The future reflashes are way faster. And here we are. Let's turn the ignition back to the on, which remember, if you have a push button, you got to push that twice. So we've done that. Push the button twice. Boop, boop. And we're going to click continue. As we click continue, it's going to go ahead and go into the final refresh completion. Now, turn the ignition off. That way the vehicle can begin the reinitialization. And you may end up having to go in with the code reader aspect of the cobb access port and clear codes after everything is finished. Personally, I had a hill start assist, wouldn't come back on, cleared the codes, everything was great. But that's it. We're going to go up here, we're going to unplug the battery charger and get ready to go and enjoy our car.
All right, hey, there we have it. So we've installed the cobb access port and, well, honestly, the next thing to do is let's take it racing. How about an autocross?